Today we're going to talk about the registered post type action hook. Okay. So if you go into Codex, you can see that do action is the function that defines registered post type, and it gives us two parameters. First is the post type and second is the post type object. Okay. And how it helps us, this hook, this do action gets fired after post type is registered. So as we all know that the post type is basically, I'll just tell you. Yeah, so post type could be of different types. For example, posts is a post type in itself. Then you have pages, it is also a post type, and then you can have some custom post types as well, with any name that you like. And so this hook that gets fired whenever a new post, whenever the post type is registered, not new post, but post type is registered. So, for example, whenever a post type post is registered, uh, you know this hook is fired. Then whenever pages are registered, this hook is fired. Okay, cool. So where is this hook defined in? This hook is defined in post.php, which is in wp includes folder. Okay, so if you go over here and check, it says do action registered uh, post type object, and fires after a post type is registered. Okay, and it gives you different parameters that you can use in your own custom function when you go ahead and use add action to hook to this hook. Okay, so this is post type, which is basically post type. It could be pages, posts, or something, or if there are any custom post type that you have. Okay, and then it's the post type object, which is actually the object of the class wp post type. Okay, which is the arguments used to register the post type. Okay, so let's take an example of this. I'm onto my functions.php of my theme, or you can do it in your plugins as well. So it's the add action that I'm using. I'm hooking onto this hook. I'm using the custom function that I've defined, which is registered post type, and I'm passing this parameter as this is the priority and this is the number of arguments. Okay, remember that this number should match the number of parameters you are passing. So how do we know how many parameters we need to pass? You go to the place where this hook is defined and we check how many parameters it is. You can use one parameter or you can use both, it's up to you. So if you're going to use one, even if you don't define anything over here, as then it's okay, because by default it's one. But if you're going to use two, then you must define two over here, otherwise this function won't work and you will get an error. So in this function I'm passing these two parameters, post type and post type object, which is coming from here, and then I'm going ahead and echoing out the post type, and then I'm echoing out the entire object. So I'm printing the entire post type object, and let's see what we get. So once we go on to our themes page, we will see that we are getting the post type as post, page is also a post type, attachment is a post type, then revision is a post type, then I have nav menu item, which is a post type, and then custom css is a post type. Okay, customized chain set is a post type. Okay, so these are post types which are there under the post type object, and no, not the post type object, but the post type variable. So this variable right here, post type, is actually what we're getting over here. This post is the post type, this page is the post type. Okay, and this post type object, inside of this post type object, we are getting this entire object for that particular post. So we're getting, properties like name post, label posts, label, name post, singular type, add new, and things like that. So all of this information we're able to get it with the help of the post type object. Okay, in case if we would have had any custom post type that we might have defined, we will get the information of that as well. So I'll show that to you. So you can see in the same functions.php, I have defined this custom function, my custom post type, and I'm using add action with the init hook, and I'm calling this function custom function, and I'm going ahead and passing the information in the labels array, all of this, and in the arguments array, all of this, and I'm using register post type function. Uh, the name of book is the column name, okay, for the database, and passing these arguments. This arguments has the property labels, and it's taking this array of labels. Okay, so this is my custom post type. So if I go ahead and check, and by refreshing the page, I should be able to get the custom post type, the name of book. Yeah, as you can see here, right? We've got that as well. We've got the WP post type object for that post type as well. All right. So that's basically the job of this hook is it gets fired whenever a post type is registered. So these many post types are registered into my WordPress right now, and that's why you get the information of all of this. Okay, cool. All right then, see you guys then.